Other commission members chimed in, but Bowden Lewis seemed to either refuse or be unable to give a straight answer.
As you sit here today, having worked with a subordinate who you were directing, you have no recollection of whether you mentioned the Justice of the Supreme Court's name in asking for emails.
I don't recall specifically.
Okay.
Accessing an attorney's email.
These are all attorneys.
Accessing that's even more of a reason to be, I would think, careful about accessing someone's email.
I don't have to give a reason.
I think she may have to, actually, in the context of this, at least. But dodging questions became a common theme, even when it came to forcing someone out by intentionally creating a hostile work environment.
Are you saying that the report does not say that you created a hostile work environment for the purpose of forcing Attorney Ryan out of that job so that you could replace her with Ms. Lohr?
I've read to you what the report says, and that's my answer.
Would you answer my question?
I did.
Is it yes or no?
The report concluded that neither the conduct alleged by Ms. Campbell or Ms. Ryan amounted to discrimination, harassment, or illegal hostile work environment. That's my response to your question.
All right. You heard my question, right? You heard my question.
And I responded to your question, Justice Palmer.
No, you didn't respond to my question, but I'm going to move on. But you did not respond to my question, but I'll move on. Yeah, sure.
The allegations include making work conditions so intolerable so that an employee would feel compelled to resign. She did remain pretty clear about one thing, that she feels that she has been wronged.
When I review the charges against me, the sum and substance is over personality conflicts, who has ultimate power, and my decision to not act in a timely fashion on the directives issued by the Commission. I have not been accused of embezzling funds, having intimate relations with employees or clients, or being arrested for breaking the law. I do not see anything worthy of this Commission removing me from this position and taking away my ability to provide for my family. I was appointed in June 2022 to be the head and not the tail. As chief, I am here to make decisions. Some decisions may not be popular, but they still must be made. It is impossible to please everyone.
Now, the hearing lasted over 4 hours. It'll continue tomorrow, where Bowden Lewis and her attorney can call and question witnesses for her defense. Joining me now is Kate Levine. She's a professor of law at Cardozo Law School and a former public defender here in New York. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. I have never seen anything like this before. I assume you have not either.
Yeah, no, this is new for me. Public defenders usually toil in obscurity. So I'm not sure this is the kind of attention they would want.
Yeah, I don't even quite understand what her defense is. I mean, it sounds like what she's saying is, for example, when it comes to accessing other people's emails, that she's entitled to do that because she's the lead public defender. And I guess technically that would be true, except that if the motivations were to figure out a way to fire someone or whatever it is, then it wouldn't be okay, right?
Right. So I think there's two levels here, right? There's what's legal and what's sort of a norm or what's okay. And legally, these are government emails. She's the supervisor, so the policy, I read the charges, the policy says she can access emails if she has a reason. So what they're accusing her of is not having a good reason. Even if, you know, to some degree, she may have had some reason that wasn't just personal vendetta, I think you want to be really careful in that kind of position to not be going into your employees' emails. And then with the judge, it becomes particularly odd.
She keeps talking about illegality, right? No one's accusing her, it doesn't sound like to me, of her doing anything, quote, illegal, right? It's just, if it's true that anyone who disagrees with her, she cries racism, if it's true that she's going into people's emails just because, seems to me that's probably enough to say this is someone who shouldn't be in this position.
Right. I mean, so at first I read the charges and some of them struck me as sour grapes from old employees who were, you know, demoted. But when you see that the public defender union voted 121-9, a vote of no confidence, that struck me as, you know, there may be a problem.
I mean, public defenders are like, you know, a kumbaya group, right? I mean, you guys,
you'd be surprised.
Come on, you guys tend to be all sort of, you know, loosey-goosey and we're all friends and we try and this. When you get someone like this who's antagonizing this many public defenders with this many different kinds of allegations, I don't see how she can survive.
Right. I mean, the commission has to have a hearing before they dismiss her. And it seems though they've sort of brought the evidence that they can use to dismiss her if they want to. You know, my initial concern was, you know, bullying and a black woman, that kind of trope of the angry black woman had me concerned. And then I read the charges, and there seems to be a lot of very specific evidence here that it's a problematic workplace.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.